Hey YouTube, welcome to Market Watch, your weekly segment where we talk about the Digimon card game market. We've heard about the BT8 delays, truly unfortunate stuff. But let's see how the market reacts to that going into another month or so of BT7. If you guys like this content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification button to smash potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos go live. Also follow me on Twitter. That would be cool. Thanks. Starting with the Omnimons here, we have a couple changes to actually report. BT1 Omnimon is really starting to rise at $69. Nice. So that's something to keep your eyeball on. It's finally going up. Zwart defeats are also headed up in the upward direction. Now, this is probably because of BT8 hype, which is really, really good, and we're going to see more examples of this as we go. But nothing else really is doing anything too crazy. Nothing crazy. I do recommend keeping your eyeballs on Omnimon X Antibody alternate art. This can see play in BT8. It's seeing play kind of right now. It's only ever been going up as well, ever so slowly. Now, this is an alternate art collector's card on top of that because of the art that the artist chose, making it like an OG card. And being an Omnimon, it's just how it is, a secret rare. So, this card will go up over time, I guarantee it. But it could see play in the future. Like, just telling you guys straight up. Especially with antibody stuff just happening to exist really soon. Something to keep in mind, your eyes on. Analog Youth is recovering from the buyout it had last month, but it's still a $5 card. It's still a really good rare, and it still sees play in BT7 and will see play in BT8. So Analog Youth continues to be one of those cards from EX01 that continues to see play. Now that it's stabilizing, it might go down a little bit more, but I expect it to, go up a little bit because it will see play in the combo decks of the format. You might see this card just only go up as EX01 starts to dry out, if it ever dries out. Yeah, they print a lot of that stuff. This card's $5. It'll be that way for a while. War Greymon Judge Pack. This is my PSA for Judge Pack cards. As long as Judge Packs exist, and as long as these continue to be distributed, and as long as Judge Pack 1 stays in, retention for like a year, these cards will probably go down in price. What's important to know is these packs aren't being, reprinted to oblivion like the event packs. Event packs, literally anyone can get them, right? But Judge Packs, not so much. These do have a they have a much lower pull rate, so to speak. So, you give it some time to see what happens with these Judge Pack cards, but these cards will always be expensive. Do you consider them max rarity or not? Probably are for some of these cards. So it's up to you whether or not you want to spend the money on them. I personally wouldn't. I see them going down in price over time. But, time will tell, right? Blue Hybrid stuff. Now, BT7, as you know, is going on for another month, which is kind of unfortunate, but we live there. It's okay. But the market is still going down. The market, max rarity Sorajos are under $10. Just because we have another month of BT7 does not mean that these cards suddenly get bought out again, right? Tommy, same thing, $5. Just because we're doing this another month doesn't mean it's going to be expensive. If you want to play Blue Hybrid for some reason, picking up a max rarity Blue Hybrid deck and having the best deck of the format is a lot cheaper now than it ever was. So I do recommend it if you want to give it a try for Ultimate Cups. Event Pack 2 stuff. Kind of just slowly going down. Latest sales were like 67, 68, 69. Nice. But now we're going for $60, right? It is a light play, so keep that in mind. The Event Pack 2 stuff will gradually decline. However, let's look at something else in Event Pack 2 real quick. Agumon from Event Pack 2. Now, if you have seen my War Greymon deck profile, you know that the red version of this deck plays multiple copies of this card because it's red, and you gotta evolve your red stuff on top of it. This card might be the outlier to the rule. I think it might continue to go down a little bit before BT8 comes out, but I wouldn't be surprised if this card got bought out again in the near future. So something to keep your eyeball on here. Andromon is $44 with 18 listings, but look at that, $44. Shout out to Pro Play Games for being the GOAT here, but besides that, 50, 54, 55. If I wanted to make a quick dollar, I would buy this one, and just now it's $53. Quick, easy money, right? Blue Memory Boost. Now, this is a Memory Boost PSA. As we enter dual color formats, these Memory Boosts, these generic ones, can grab like cards of multiple colors if you think about it. Like a Blue Memory Boost can grab a blue red, a blue green, a blue anything. And that follows the line for every other Blue Memory Boost, or every other Memory Boost card. Whether or not you prefer these arts or prefer the alternate art box toppers with that BT7 is completely up to you. I don't think these cards are a bad buy though. Like a Blue Memory Boost for $2. What's the worst thing that happens? You buy a couple and you don't play them? Oh wow, there's $4. And they might go up. I'm not saying they will. Memory Boosts are a little bit of a weird spot. Certain ones might go up. Armor Rush is a good deck, but Armor Rush is really consistent with the V-Mons that grab everything in the deck, basically. So it might not be necessary in that deck, but take something like Purple Memory Boost. That can work in Mastamon or other purple decks, Ophanimon, you know, Black Memory Boost can help you in the Wargreymon decks, Red one can help you in the Wargreymon decks. Like, there's lots of different things, right? The yellow-green DP reduction deck plays yellow and green memory boosts. So this is just something to keep your eyeball on. Again, like everything else in this market watch, I don't think these cards will see any significant jumps because they were kind of printed to oblivion, but it might not be a bad idea to pick up some. Now, the BT8 cards. Do not buy the pre-sales. Do not buy them. We are still a month away. That being said, we have come a long way because Magnamon here is $15, which is still expensive, and Armor Texture is 50 cents, which is still expensive. Still expensive. However, we have come a long way. You guys remember this market watch and other market watches where super rare Chaos Gallon Armageddon were like $60 each? Super rares. Garbage super rares. $60 each. It's insane. We've made tremendous strides. I think I don't want to like give myself credit for this because it probably isn't just me. However, when you have enough people saying don't buy the pre-sales, I think it causes falls like this to happen. Now that being said, do not buy this pre-sale still. It's still not good. But we have come a long way, and it's very nice to see. Now, Lucemon, they're going up. You're running out of time. You have a little more time now, but you're running out of time. Same with Magna-Andromon. The buyout's kind of cooled, but it's still going up. Really, it might go down a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this card keeps going up and up and up. This card got bought out. I don't know why. I'm not going to pretend to know why. If you guys do know why, let me know in the comments section, because I don't know. I wouldn't think about playing... Okay, you can play this card in Black Wargreymon because it gives piercing. So, like, you attack it unsuspended. Like, no, you can't even do that because Metal Greymon. The other one. I'm trying to reason this in my brain as I'm going, and I got nothing. Piercing is nice, but I don't know. If you guys know why this card's going up in price, let me know, please. Speaking of Wargreymon cards, this one is just shooting up in price. Now, what I noticed is this just recently started happening. The card was cheaper, and as we enter Wargreymon format, as we enter Wargreymon being a tier 1 deck, I'm not surprised that this is going up in price. This card, give it time. It had a buyout, it's cooling off, but if this card starts seeing play in the BT8 format, it will go up again. Food for thought. Patamon. Someone last week said I should have covered this, so I'm covering it now. It got bought out. It did. Now, this is for that DP reduction deck I was telling you about a couple minutes ago, and this Patamon, stable. Stable, because there's not as many out there. But there's also not a lot of this one. Now, if you want my opinion, we started testing the deck. It's not as great as Mastamon or anything else that's tier 1, right? It's a fun deck for sure. It's kind of a control deck. That's kind of cool. Does it justify Patamon being $5? I don't think so. I think that you wait for the hype around this card to cool off, and then as it might continue to rise in price, be okay. And if you really want like a Patamon, I guess you can buy them. I guess you can buy this one too before maybe it goes up in price. But unless this deck sees tier 1 top cut play in good numbers, which I don't think it will, this will not hold. The only reason why this is sticking so much is because it's in the old starter decks. That's all it is. But you have store champion and store participant copies. The participant copies are not a little more than this one. So, you know, whatever you want to do. Zoe, $8. Zoe is $8 box topper. I'm bringing this up because Yellow Hybrid is still good in BTA, guys. Don't kid yourself. And in BT9, it's also still good. So if you want to play your max rarity Zoes, the supply on this card is going to dry up. There will be a time where this might be like $10. It might. It's up to you on whether or not you want to pull the trigger or not. Upamon. I could cover the expensive box topper one, but we all know that's an expensive one. That's fine. But Upamon here is $7. And with BT8 around the corner, Upamon Egg seeing more and more play, you know, I'm not super surprised. Again, being a BT1 card makes it kind of hot, if you ask my opinion. Now, this is an auto tier 1 card going forward. It might continue to go up in price. If it was me, honestly, like, you should have picked this card up when it was like $3. But I guess you can pick it up now and it won't be too bad. It'll probably still go up in price. Tai Kamiya V Tamer. I'm just bringing this up because this card has barely been printed since it came out. And anytime we get good Veedramon support, if we ever get Tier 1 Veedramon, it's a good possibility this card will shoot up in price. You can buy it if you want to. It's completely up to you. But again, this card used to be $1, and look where it is now. Purple Mimi is $3. We had a buyout, kind of recovered a little bit. Now, we are getting alternate art Mimi in the future. However, this card will still see play BT8 based on testing. It is actually kind of good. So if you want to pay $3 to get him now, it might be a good idea. It might fall if it doesn't see that much play, but $3 is not bad. It's a coffee, guys. It's a coffee. The final card I want to touch on is Demi Veemon. Did you guys know this card had a freaking buyout and is now $2? I completely missed that, to be honest. That's my bad. However, there are max rarities of this card coming soon thanks to the Ultimate Cups. Now, the max rarities, it's more of an entry price, right? It's going to be one of the easier alt arts to get from that, and this is going to be a $90 alt art when it comes out. I don't see this card dropping too much. It is seeing play in Imperial Dramon, which is a Tier 1 deck next format. Up to you guys. What do you guys think about Market Watch? Let me know in the comment section below. Did we cover everything? Did we miss anything? Of course, I want to hear you guys' insights and thoughts. Bye!